Hi, my dudes. How are y'all doing today? I'm just today I'm drawing this portrait of this girl. Like I had a photo that I was using as a reference. All know I usually don't like doing it, but you know. I need to practice some more of my skin tones and how to do shading, because it was like a photo that had a lot of more colder shades, and I'm more of a person that uses a lot of like orange shades and red shades, and I wanted to practice more of that. Yeah. So I used a photo. I think I've told everyone on here before that like I usually don't like using reference photos because it feels like stealing. But I think for practice it's good. And I think I changed the drawing and the face so much that like doesn't even look like the photo. You see? But I needed to practice, and I decided, and I don't know why, like I always use bright colors for some reason. It's maybe who I am, or who I want to be, or what I think, you know? Yeah. I'm just sitting here like chilling, drinking some coffee, and I decided, you know what? Why not talk about some things I love? What? Why not? So I decided to talk a bit about, art and stuff, and things that are happening in my life at the moment. I don't think, anybody cares about any of this, but why not? And art and stuff. Like, I think everybody on here knows, maybe not. I live in South Africa, and at the moment there's a lot of stuff against racism and stuff like that. Like, I'm Caucasian, but it's terrible to talk about. But I don't think a lot of people know about this. Like, it's not racism against anybody else, but racism against us, because they're saying, even our president is saying that, kill the whites, and I don't know, that's terrible stuff, and it makes me very anxious. I can't really talk about it anymore, but I'm gonna talk about it anyways, because I can say whatever I want. Yeah, and I think it shows in my art. Just like this drawing, it's a little darker than normal, and I wanted to draw something dark because my heart feels like it. I think that's a thing some artists lack, is like being using their emotions to draw. A lot of people I see, it looks pretty, but it doesn't affect me emotionally, or it looks like everything else. It's okay to practice, but when you always draw in the style of Adventure Time or Steven's Universe, it's okay to practice, but it's like everybody else. Find your style. Find what you like, what you aspire to be, and all that jazz. And what I actually learned here is that as an artist, I always want to use a lot of saturated colors, and push it and pull it, and use like bright purples and stuff like that, and want to use a more saturated and colorful shadows. But on some skin, it like doesn't work, not at all. and with other skins, like this skin, most skins, or with any drawings, the shadows are so desaturated. Yeah, I may be saying some very confusing things, but what I'm trying to say is, as an artist, you should sometimes use less saturated colors and colors that are just boring colors, because by using less saturated and more boring colors for shadows and, for things, more muted colors, the more saturated colors can stand out more. You catch my drift? Can you understand? Yeah. That shows here because it's darker and she like has paler skin and not a lot of warmth to her. The blue stands out even more. Do you understand? I don't know. It always feels so cringy when I talk about this stuff. I don't know why, man. And anyways, let's talk about my favorite stuff. My favorite YouTuber at the moment is abroad in Japan. Don't know why. The guy's just like really funny, and I don't know. I like if you like sarcasm and think that kind of stuff is funny, you'll love him. He's super awesome. And I would really love to go to Japan one day. Not just for anime and stuff like that. I'd like to go see the culture, try the foods, meet people there, go visit the beautiful scenery, enjoy myself and stuff like that. Because it's dangerous in South Africa at the moment, you can't just go do stuff. I don't even feel safe at the supermarket. It's terrible. I have like a singing, what do you call it? It's not a competition. It's not a contest. I don't know the word, but it's examination, kind of like that. You practice for a year and then you get this great grade for, and then you sing like these songs, but it's like mostly opera, and I enjoy it, but I'm scared because it's in a like small, like in a town that's like a little bigger than the one I live in, and I don't know. I'm scared of failing, and I'm also scared of the place it's in. I don't think a lot of people get this, like it's not fun, and it affects my work. So I've already said this, but maybe you don't want to be burdened with this, and just watch me draw and stuff like that, or maybe listen to me ramble. And if you don't like listening to me ramble, just turn down the sound or something like that. Oh, and I'm thinking of starting watching other anime. I've watched Death Note and Erased and a lot of other animes, and I really want to watch a new one, but I'm not really sure what to watch, and I don't want to watch mainstream ones that are just like too much action or too much blood. I don't really care about the blood, but when you say, cringy blood, you get that. Like, I enjoyed Death Note, but it was like the hype was just, it wasn't as amazing as a lot of people said it would be, And thank you to anyone who is watching. I really appreciate it. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to. Tell me in the comments below what you want to see next time. And thank you to anyone who watched and everybody. Thank you. Bye.